Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's YouTube series, which looks at the UCAS application process. I'm going to introduce you to what the UCAS application process is and the key sections within. What does UCAS actually mean? Well, UCAS actually means, or stands for University and College Admission Service, and all students that are applying for our education courses will apply through UCAS. It's very similar to a job application, except this is for university applications, and it has key sections which include personal details, additional information, education, student finance, course choices, employment history, personal statement, and then an academic reference which is submitted via your academic advisor. It's the bridging service for all applicants applying to universities, and as such they charge fees. You can only submit one application for this academic year. Applying for one course is £20. If you're wanting to apply for up to 5 courses or more than one course, it's £26. The benefit of being an RN group student at both University Centre Rotherham and Dearne Valley College is if you submit it before December 11th, we'll pay your fees for your application. So you don't have to pay £20 or £26. If you submit it later than this date, then you will have to pay for it. But there's an incentive there for you. This is the UCAS application timeline. So UCAS applications for September 2021 open this September. So the cycle is currently open, and between now and submitting the application, we advise you attend open days, which are either virtual or face-to-face, as well as completing the UCAS application. The internal UCAS deadline that we've submitted, or the deadline for it, is December the 11th, 2020. The external deadline is mid-January 2021. Once you submit your application, universities have got up to 31st of March to provide you with an interview and an offer. So by the end of March, you should have received all your offers and interviews. And then between March and May, you've got then the decision to make the choices. If you have got 5 offers for universities, then you will have to pick 2 of those, which becomes your firm and insurance offer, and you work towards achieving those throughout the year. Around July, August time will be when results become ratified for the programmes that you're currently studying. Offers will be confirmed. If you have been unsuccessful with any applications, then the clearing process starts, and clearing is basically where you get an extra chance to try to get to university. So this section is specific for those that are studying the Access to Higher Education Diploma in Health Science Professions. If this programme doesn't apply to you, then just fast forward this YouTube video. But the education section is where you'll input qualifications that you've studied, and that'll include GCSEs, for example, English, Maths and or Science, and the courses that you're currently studying now. So, for example, if you are working for or working towards achieving level 3 access, then you need to ensure that you input the Access to HE Diploma in Health Science Professions. When you're in an organisation, you need to make sure that you choose an RN group. That basically means you're studying at Dearne Valley College, Rotherham College, North Notts College, or University Centre Rotherham. You need to choose the qualification title, which is the Access to HE Diploma from 2014 onwards. Qualification title is Health Science Professions. The awarding body is CERTA. The overall grade, please leave blank, otherwise it won't let you complete it. The start date is September 2020. The end date is June 2021. You need to put all units into this actual qualification. So you need to type all of the units in, for example, academic writing skills, and type all grades as pending. In other words, you need to include all of these, as this is what is going to give you your UCAS tariff points when your grades become ratified when you complete and achieve the programme. If you're applying for or studying the foundation degree in professional practice in health and social care, you need to follow the same process but specific to this programme. So add organisation, the RN group. The qualification that you need to search for is foundation degree. The qualification title is professional practice in health and social care. As before, leave blank. The overall grade. The start date is September 2020. The end date is June 2021. And you need to input all modules, for example, work-based learning 1 academic, and the other 4 modules that you're going to be studying. You'll find that some module titles are too large, for example, integrated holistic assessment for health and social care interventions. In that case, simplify it down into integrated holistic assessment interventions. One of the most important parts of your application process itself is the personal statement. So this section is going to look at some most common openers, looking at personal statements, and actually how can you start creating your own. So what are admissions tutors looking for in personal statements? They're looking first of all for an engaging open paragraph, a strong desire to study the subject that you're applying for, evidence of research and understanding of the course that you're applying for, your skills and interests, the quality of your statement, the consistency with your reference, so be honest in your application, and have integrity when you are creating it. There is no key structure to writing a statement, and different universities will recommend different structures. The maximum characters that you can use in a personal statement is 4,000 characters or 47 lines, whichever is greatest. It's roughly one sheet of A4 paper on about size 12 font. A structure that we recommend, that's endorsed by the University of Manchester, has these key sections to your personal statement. And they recommend breaking down this statement into key paragraphs, and it's given you a weighting of how much or how many of the 4,000 characters should you use in each section of the personal statement. This ensures that your personal statement is balanced and it covers all the key areas that you need to cover. The most common opening lines when you create a personal statement, as defined by University of Manchester in the application cycle in 2015, these are the most common openers that people have introduced the personal statement with, which is perfectly fine, but how can you be more creative with this in terms of engaging the admissions tutors who are reading the application? And as well as this, if you're applying for an NHS-based course or an health and social care-based course, they also want you to demonstrate within that statement how you encompass the underpinning values of compassionate practice, otherwise what's known as the 6 C's of compassionate care. So when you're looking through your application and personal statement and your own values, your knowledge, your skills and your behaviours, how can you evidence that you care, and how can you evidence that you're compassionate, competent, you can communicate well, demonstrate that you've got courage and you're committed? And these are the things that we're really looking for in applications, and how can you embed these in your personal statements itself? So that's everything for this YouTube video. I hope there's plenty for you to look at. Fast forward, rewind to wherever is relevant for you. But good luck in writing your UCAS applications and your personal statements.